Pharaoh, let my people go. So if you heard that, you knew that you had an opportunity. More than likely, someone was in the vicinity. You just had to find out who it was who could help you escape to the north. And so in Negro Spiritual, it developed into a musical art form, but it also was so much more. Such an important part of musical history. Now, there's a story that kind of has something to do with Negro Spiritual, and you might be like, what does that have to do? But I'm going to tell it. It's the story of John Newton. Anybody know who John Newton is? Two people. John Newton is the author of one of the probably the most famous hymn that we know, and that is Amazing Grace. John Newton was also a slave ship captain. A lot of people don't know that. And one day he's on a boat, and a big storm comes up, and he gets scared, and he thinks he's going to die, and he thinks that the ship is going to sink. So he runs up to the top of the boat. I guess he was in his quarters. He runs out on the deck, and he begins to call on Jesus. Jesus, save me. I promise if you save me and save this ship, I'll be a better man. And the storm stops. John Newton goes on to become a minister and eventually to give up the slave trade. And he writes the words to Amazing Grace. Now, the thing that's interesting about Amazing Grace is nobody knows where the music actually came from. Some people say it was a drinking song. They say that they were singing in the bars, and he just took the melody and changed the words. Some people say it was a folk tune. But there are some very respected anthropologists and journalists who have done research. And they say that the melody is actually a West African sorrow song. And John Newton heard the melody being sung or hummed by the slaves in the ship. They were down in the hold, the storm was rocking, and they were singing. Now, it wouldn't have sounded like, how we know Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. It didn't sound like that, what he heard. What he heard would have been something more like this. Yes, Amazing Grace can be played using only the black keys. So this is a very interesting thing to know. I like that particular story because I like the implications of grace that it has. John Newton was certainly a wretch. Anybody who sells people is a wretch. I mean, they just are. But God's redeeming grace can change any heart. And that is the reason why I like that song, that story in particular. Now,